my God, Will.
And we're back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock shadow, and we are here at our good times segment. Let's give it up for good times. All right, it's just me, but that's all right. Okay, good. Okay.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right.
Like
This is our good. We are at our good time segment, Tara, and you are in luck because this is the first ever segment of that we will call the good time segment. What we have to do is we have to talk about only positive things for the segment. We cannot talk about anything negative. We can't talk about anything regarding wars or fights or debates, arguments. This is only positive stuff. So what I'm going to talk
Can we bring
about?
up sex?
What I'm going to talk about first. All right. So that's a if you say anything that kind of is not going along with what we're talking about.
Good times.
Okay, well, okay, I'll go first, and then you can go.
We're talking about adults, right?
Yes, no, but you know. Okay, I'm going to go first, and then you can go. Okay, Officer Norman. I'm talking about a police officer. No, roll your eyes. This is a good time. This is a positive. We're positive right now. Good time segment. Yeah, it's good. Okay, yeah, just keep smiling like that. Officer Norman, Tommy Norman, is more focused on showing his human side, his loving side, more than his authoritative side.
Wait, is this the one that I sent the letter to?
I hope you didn't send a letter to this man. I hope not.
No, it was a nice letter.
Oh, if it was a nice letter, then maybe. Is he from...
Tommy Norman? Oh, I think...
Yeah, look him up. So let me read. This is... One day he's passing out cold drinks to kids. The next day he's passing out toys. People worldwide watch his videos on social media, interacting with youth, and even send donations to his police department and send gifts to the kids he's helping out. One video, someone sent a Power Wheels police car from California all the way to Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, to give
it is the one I sent
to a child. Good, really touching and moving movement. So Friday, I started with the free hugs guy, you know, the guy that goes to all the debates and gives people hugs. Mm-hmm. And today we are talking about Officer Norman, who is proof that there is good police. What say you about Officer Norman? What was the letter you sent to him?
I said, I just came across your site, and despite the fact I am not a fan of any Leos, but when I read your bio stuff, you grabbed me on saying you're a PO, police officer, who's committed to changing the world. I feel you on this, as I can say I'm a nurse who's committed to changing the world. So I ask you as a PO, how would you have handled this situation? And I sent him my link to the video.
All right, good time.
That wasn't a bad thing.
That's good. Good times. Yeah.
All right, well.
Well, I got it in my hand.
Still good times.
Yeah, good times.
It's been close to 48 hours. He still hasn't gotten back to me, but I'm still holding out hope.
Well, but still,
good times.
Good times. Okay, so what good time? What you have to talk about something good? What good happened to you? I want to talk. Well, this officer. First of all, rapper The Game. In California, he's all the way in Arkansas. Game has sent $65,000 in donations to this guy. There's videos of him all over YouTube. He's like sitting with one older black woman in the car, and he's like, "Do I know you?" And she said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, Panda," and he put on Panda, and he started playing it, and it was good. Why are you doing that with your lips?
Because I can't say what I want to say because it's not good times.
It was good time segment. We only talk about good stuff. So this guy is really good, and he when he talks. The way he behaves himself, I don't feel threatened when I'm watching him. I feel like I think we should have more officers like him. Mm-hmm. All right, if you'd like to mention something good, you can
go upstairs and watch TV. Everybody knows how to act.
That's not positive. Okay, good times.
But it's a possibility.
No, positive. We need positive.
Can I tell you about my positive thing? Know what?
What?
I probably should have Kennedy bring it her down here to tell you the story.
No, we only got like
all right. Much time. Well, yesterday we went to Olive Garden and there was what you would call, I hate using this word, in Worcester they would be considered hippies.
Okay.
Right. Well, in reality they were train runners.
I'm a hippie.
You're also black and yellow, okay? But no, so anyways, I pulled into the spot and Kennedy said something. She's like, "Mom," I go, "You want me to invite them out to dinner with us?" She goes, "You would?" I go, "Yeah, why not?" So anyways, and Ken's like, "Yeah," and they were out there and they also had a dog, and I go, hey, you guys hungry? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, why don't you guys come in and have dinner with us? It's on me. But they didn't want to bring the dog. I go, listen, you guys can put all your stuff in my car, and we can tie the dog like to the car and everything like that and stuff. But they still felt unsecure, like leaving the dog alone out there outside, which I still saw their points. And I go, all right, well, what would you like to eat so I can bring you out something? They're like, I don't know. And I was like, well, come on, they got pizza, lasagna, what do you want? So they each wanted a pizza, so I brought them out a pizza and salad and the breadsticks and a drink. And I go, well, my daughter and I were gonna go eat right now. You know, soon as I come back out, I promise I will have the food and everything. And they were so thankful and everything. And I talked to them, and they've been train runners for like the past 4 years and everything. And, you know, I sent the girl a message on Facebook, and then he had taken his and sent a request, but like from my phone, but it hasn't gotten accepted. But like, you know, I wish that, like, I know this is kind of cruel, but I really wish that they hadn't had the dog, because let me tell you, that would have been an awesome dinner. Like, you could just tell they were fascinating kids.
So you fed these people yesterday?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's like the Good Samaritan in the Bible. Yeah,
but like, you know, how could you say, like, know how I told you about the heroin hobblehead the other day?
Yeah, the heroin hobblehead. Okay.
At McDonald's and everything like that. Like, I'm not a fan of the people who sit there and try to collect money and stuff, because some of them are fake.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that every single one is. And everything. But, like, know what? They were just sitting there and everything. And, I mean, you could tell that they were peaceful people and everything. Like, you didn't get a bad vibe from them and everything and stuff. Like, and what's wrong with just being like, know what? You guys hungry? Come on. Come eat with me. Now, like, I'm not very inclined to give people, like, my money, because I really don't have a lot myself.
Right.
But the thing is like, before Ken and I had gone out yesterday and everything, I had to look at my bank account and everything like that, see how much money I had, see how much money I can blow and stuff. And you know what? It wasn't, I mean, me getting back into the working field and everything that I'd been, I was still accustomed to living off of just the unemployment. And everything. So me getting a paycheck now again and stuff, I'm trying to not get comfortable with that.
Right.
And everything. I had the money to blow, and I just wish they didn't have the dog.
Right. But you still did a great thing.
Oh, yeah.
And guess who sees that? God. God sees that.
No, what? No, my conscience sees it. Like, my like, I hear what you're saying.
Yep.
But, like, you know, it felt so good and everything. And, I mean, they were just, like, they were so nice and so appreciative. They're like, thank you and everything. And I'm like, oh, so, you know, where you guys heading and everything like that. And I mean, they were 19 and I think he was like 24 or something. They've been traveling together for 4 years, and they traveled the railways.
So it's so awesome that we're talking on our good time segment, and you have something good to talk about. You did something good for someone yesterday.
Yeah, did you notice that cops weren't involved in my conversation?
The what?
Cops weren't mentioned in my
Right,
conversation.
no police mentioned in this conversation. All right, that's good.
Oh, which, know what, actually, there's a new thing, down on, I just saw this, down on, Lake Ave, and everything, about a guy who's giving out, like, free drinks and everything, donations accepted.
Okay.
And stuff, and he is challenging a law type thing, because you're supposed to get a panhandling license or whatever it is to sell stuff and everything. How can I say? Laws create
flaws.
Oh, yeah.
Laws is for flaws.
Yes, I
Rules
like that.
is for fools. That's from Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Yeah.
You take after him with dropping off the baby kids, too. And no... Is your wife online?
No, she's not.
Because I will rat you out in a hot beat.
Rat me out for what?
When you called me and we were FaceTiming, and then the phone somehow came out a little bit, and I'm like, are you on the crapper? You were dropping off the baby kids while you were talking to me.
When was that?
Not all that long ago.
Really?
Oh my God! Really, Will? That's where like I really felt the connection with you.
Really, when I was on the this is good times. Hey, good times. Like I gotta say that I'm in my deepest thoughts. I'm in my deepest thoughts there. All right, so what else? Is there anything else good going on that you can think of?
I have tomorrow off.
Hey, tomorrow. Tomorrow is cool. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I think to end the show, I'm gonna talk about things that will things that let me find the right way to say this. Okay. Things that we used to like that are no longer acceptable. Brands, maybe, if you will. Brands that used to be like top-notch brands, but that we do not care about anymore. Can you think of any?
Like the GMO brands? Or clothing brands?
Any kind of brands. Cars. What used to be cool that's like not cool anymore.
You remember those shirts that we used to have Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil on the front?
And the back,
and the backs, yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it wasn't Color Me Bad, but it was at the Greendale Mall. What was it? It was like right in the middle. What was the name of that store?
Cool.
No, it was Colors something.
I don't know. Oh, but yeah, I do. I think everybody remembers the Bugs Bunny and Tasmanian
What was
Devil
that?
shirt.
Nobody knows.
You know what brand used to be like the top brand in the world, but there's no longer around? Palm. Do you remember the Palm Trail? The cell phones? They had like a big little nub at the top of it, and it was an antenna. Okay. BlackBerry.
BlackBerry's still out, isn't it?
It's still out, but it's not. Listen, if you don't have an iPhone or an Android, you don't have a phone. Like, people look at BlackBerries now like, oh, what's that?
See, I have to go with the iPhone. Like, Apple just... It's like, you know the difference between an apple and an orange. This is an apple.
Okay.
You want to grab the orange.
Right,
so
but
like, they just make it so easy for me.
But it seems like Apple was number one for like 30,000 years, right? But 10 years ago, nobody cared about Apple. It was only about BlackBerries. Everybody had a BlackBerry.
Sorry, my loyalty's been with Apple. Well, actually, I never got an Apple phone until I think it was 2009.
Okay.
So that hasn't been 10 years.
Even the I remember Run's House. It was a reality show, like one of the first ones on the MTV. Yeah.
Why is your family like his?
No.
Because I gotta say mine is more like the Osbournes.
Yeah.
We're nuts.
Yeah, my family's more like Bill Cosby the later years when the kids started like doing crazy stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like getting pregnant at my family's crazy. Well, only positive talk. But okay, so
Look,
BlackBerry.
Your family being crazy?
Yeah.
That's one of a kind. That can be a positive thing. Like, I admire the craziness between me and my kids.
All right, what about Ames? Remember when Ames used to be the best?
Oh my God!
Before Walmart, it was Ames.
I have to plead the fifth on Ames because, well, know what? What is that law? The by how many years?
Statute of limitations.
Oh my God, I used to.
Yeah, me too.
I was a bad kid.
Yeah. What about
Especially
Zayres?
when we used to wear the pins.
Yep.
When pins, and you used to put them on your backpacks and everything. Remember those friendship bracelets they used to put on your sneakers? The pins with the This is going back like maybe first or second grade. How old are you again?
I must be younger than you because I don't
You're
really
a few
remember
years
this.
younger than me.
Wait, you're 40 what?
I'll be 41 next month.
Oh, then I'm 39. It's not that much.
But the friendship, like, you used to put the beads on the pins, and then you used to put them on your
Yes.
And then you remember those 25 cents things you would get in the gumball machine, the bracelets, those plastic things. Oh my God, I broke out in a rash all over my hand.
So I remember going into Ames saying this is the best store ever. I remember having a BlackBerry saying there'll never be a better phone than this. I remember having a Motorola Razr saying this is the coolest phone that will ever be. And I remember even Skylight. Do people go to Skylight still?
Yeah.
Is it really popular still?
I think so. While my mother had custody of my kid, she let my kid go there. My kid's not going on my dime.
Really? You don't like Skylight?
Oh, during the day and everything? You ain't going there on a Friday or Saturday night?
Because it would always be a fight after.
Because I used to go there on a Friday or Saturday. Like I tell my kids, you can't BS a BSer.
Uh-huh.
And that's always been my motto. Although I will give my daughter Kennedy, She's a little bit more skilled than I was at her age.
Listen, your daughter. Okay, now that I've seen her and I know that she's pretty. When she was younger, I used to think that she's gonna grow up and be like Hulk smash. It's clobbering time. I thought she was gonna be like
she was
really
nuts.
Yeah, I did. I thought she was gonna be like.
I mean, Kennedy. How can I say this? And I know we're in happy hour and everything, but like the first 3.5 years of her life, the only thing that kept that child was alive was she was a gift from my father. Because I will always say Camille is a gift from God, and Kennedy is my gift from my dad.
Okay, but a gift from God. See, God.
Kennedy came straight from my dad.
Okay.
Camille came straight from God.
All right. So
wait, no. I'm going to take that back. I was wrong. She came straight from a higher power.
From a higher power. Okay.
My higher power.
I mean, God is a higher power too,
He
so we'll accept that. So, I think we're about done. I enjoyed the Good Time segment. It was the first time ever that we did it. And it kind of takes the edge off. I'm not stressed. I can get off this thing and play some music and call it a day. I can relax.
You could have done some Lamaze breathing and cut to the chase, too.
Listen, not everybody, I can't do all that stuff. I got like...
Only messing with you,
yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. But, all right. So, this has been your boy, Truth and Antara here. We are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock shadow. If you're not familiar, get familiar. We'd like to thank you. This show is brought to you by Curry Management. Curry Management located on Lincoln Street in Worcester. Contact them whenever you have consultant needs or consultant issues. Yeah, I mean, we got another minute or so. I can,
Oh, did you read up on my text yesterday that I sent you? Did you catch on to that?
No, I was at the hospital yesterday. Family stuff.
Oh, well, I noticed you had read it, so I didn't know if, like, you had actually, like, read it.
Yeah.
And I actually meant to bring my computer, too.
Worcester crackdown nets 6 arrests, seizures of 48 dirt bikes and ATVs in a month.
Because one person's complaining about the noise.
You know what they did? This is why. Okay.
Can't kids have fun?
No, they cannot have fun. Listen, when I've seen them, right, driving in the street, they're weaving around cars and causing cars. Like, if I hit one of them, I know, like, I'm dead. And they ride around like reckless abandonment. There's like fields they can go to and ride their stuff. And then when they were having a city hall meeting about the city council meeting, they drove all their bikes in front of City Hall and took pictures with middle fingers up and everything, and then took off. It's like, yeah, you want to fight for your freedom, but you don't want to be like F you to the man when the man can come after you. And now...
What?
Listen.
Know what? I actually commend them. Know what? That's civil disobedience. And know what? I applaud it, because know what? Too many people accept civil disobedience.
Okay.
And everything.
And I accept it to an extent.
But, like, know what? Making all these frivolous laws ain't going to solve nothing. Know what's going to solve something? Make a place they can go.
All right, so another thing, too. Officers getting shot. Today, Freddie Gray was found, another officer who was indicted on the killing of Freddie Gray was found not guilty. So that means somehow he got from police custody to the hospital with a broken neck and no one did it.
Yeah. But know what? The people who filmed this, what's happening to them?
They're all getting arrested, see?
Yep.
So then you wonder why people are, I'm not advocating it, but I'm saying you
Did
can't
you see
expect
Brett
people to lose
Sanders? He was the one who went down to City Hall and paid his he paid his fine in all pennies.
Yes, I did see that. Oh my goodness.
What? You have to follow up the aftercare of these cops harassing him.
Right, because he did it.
And because I actually sent him a message. You need to do, he got awesome attention for it.
Right.
And the whole thing is it kind of like a cowardly thing what he did? I felt I wouldn't want to be the clerk counting those pennies, but know what? He's within his legal rights.
But you know what the point is, right? Is he's within his legal rights and he's getting harassed. The problem is that he's still alive. Eric Garner was standing outside of the thing. He's not alive.
Yes, know what? That's very true.
So, and you know what? The officer that used an illegal chokehold to choke him to death, they still haven't decided if they're going to press charges against him or not. 2 years the man's died. This is what black people are talking about when they say they want justice. No justice is being served.
Do you remember Hockey Dad?
No.
Yes, you do. It happened here in Massachusetts. What was his name?
You lost me with the word hockey.
Hockey Dad. He's the one who got into
Go
a fist
Bruins.
fight. He was the father who got into the fist fight at the hockey ring. Wait, what was the last name? Quinn. The son's name was Quinn. His name was Tom. What was the last name? Put in Hockey Dad. The name will come up. Oh, Mom's. See that? This happened here in Boston. No.
From Reading?
Yes, Thomas.
Junta.
And everything. Now this guy, this case is horribly sad. It is so sad. And you know what? He got. How could I say? They used him to make a statement that, like, you know, fighting at games isn't okay. You know what? This guy was heart-sickened by his actions. He wasn't an innocent victim. The guy who died was just as much at fault as it for him. He just punched a little bit too hard and everything. He spent, what was it, 7 years or 10 years? 8. He got the max. How much it destroyed his family, him being in jail. His son, Quinn, who was actually like one that helped convict him, was actually found dead in one of the jails. This was actually not that long ago. And I have tried to do my research a while ago about like what led to that whole thing, and I couldn't find it all and stuff. But that, it's just such a sad case. And stuff like, you know, justice, like, orange is the new black. People forget the message. This girl is going to jail to be rehabilitated for a crime she did 10 years ago that she rehabilitated herself on.
Well, way to end it on a negative note, but we had brought it on back. But
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's okay. I'm just playing. We will see you tomorrow on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock shadow. If you're not familiar, please get familiar.
Know what?